Hello, this is Hooked by Happenstance. I'm Kendra, and it's Sunday night, which is the perfect time for a Sunday sunrise. My Sunday sunrise, for those of you that are unfamiliar, is my solution to New Year's resolutions. Instead of making goals at the beginning of January, I make goals approximately every week, and I come back here at the end of that time, and I tell you how I did, and then we make some goals for the week to come. Basically, shedding some light on potential past successes and failures, and deciding what we're going to carry forward into the next week. So, I guess we'll just start with what we did last week. I like to work with a tiny paper, big marker system when it comes to making goals. I find that is the best way for me to be not self-defeating. I like to not make too big of goals because I'm more likely to follow through, and I just keep making them smaller and smaller to the point where they are basically just one-word goals right now because that is what my brain can handle. So here is last week's Post-it where I wrote down my goals. The first goal was socks. I am working on a pair of socks for my husband. I finished the first sock. The second sock is their toe up, is through, the foot is almost done, I think. So you put in the heel and then finish it off. So I think I am in good shape. We'll talk about the sock a bit more in just a moment. So I feel good about that. That one was good. The next thing on my list was a board, which stood for the bingo board. February's Let Peach Play bingo board is up on Patreon. I've not made a video talking about it, but I will. I don't know how valuable those are to other people, but I do find it a nice exercise for me to go through the board, read off the 25 challenges, and think through some ideas of things that I might work on or things that I think could apply to other people that match those different challenges. And I like Let Peach Play bingo boards because I play with words, and that makes my little heart happy. So that's how those work. If you want your own copy, they are over on the Hooked by Happenstance Patreon page. You don't have to be a patron to get the bingo board. You can print it out for free, and there's instructions and things over there if you want more information. The next thing on my little list was the word start. I wanted to start a new project. I was ready. I felt like I needed something because I had been working through things, and I did start a new project. The next thing on my list was to finish things that I wanted to keep finishing items, and I did, kind of. I finished the entire cardigan that I started last week. So I spent a lot of my week making a cardigan, which I'm real happy with. It does still need buttons. I'm now at this point where I'm just waiting for the finishing touches on things like that. But all the ends are woven in, so I finished it. I also finished writing up and testing out some more 2 patterns, which I'm actually wearing. Now, these have not had the ends woven in because literally they are hot off the hook. I finished them tonight, but I did finish these as well. And I was trying to think of something else. I finished the top to a dress. But we're going to talk about all these things because a lot of my goals for this week are going to get lather, rinsed, and repeated, as I say, and moved into next week. Because while I'm happy with the progress I made, there is more progress that can be made to make everything better. So this week, I guess it's kind of in that whole Groundhoggy Day theme, we're going to do a lot of the same things again. But this week, we have slightly different end goals. So there's 3 things on my list right here. The first thing is sock. And I'd like to have it done by February 14th because then I can give it to my happenstance for Valentine's. Really, then I can just have it done and he has his days off and so he will be around for the next few days so he can actually try them on while I'm getting the finishing touches done because he's a little persnickety and that is a great thing to know because that means that I know that he needs to be there to help with the process of finishing them, or else he won't like them, and if he doesn't like them, he just won't wear them. But if he likes them, he will. And he's had feelings on these socks, and all of them so far have been positive. So I'd like to keep it that way. So, sock. The next thing is Celestia posts. That refers to this, which is the Celestia crinkle cowl, and this, which is the Celestia ribbed hat, and they will be going up onto Peachwood's pattern pile. Tomorrow morning, the patterns will go up. Whether they have images with them or not, I cannot say for certain, but I'm going to put the patterns up with or without images, and I will add images when I get to them. I will also put up the other pattern that I have to put up that is also waiting for images as a text, and I will just add images when I get them, because that's fine. You could even make these things as a mystery pattern. I mean, you've seen them on me, but the patterns will be there for you on Peachel's Pattern Pile on Patreon, which is one of the levels of patronage over there if you're interested. There's more details. The third and final thing on my list is dress. So I have started a dress for myself as I'm endeavoring to have a more handmade wardrobe. One of the things I found that I really, really like wearing are these dresses that are kind of a hybrid of crochet and sewing. So I crochet a top and I sew a skirt, and then I use my sewing machine to sew the two pieces together so that there's not like any gaping or moving or whatever, and it's all one super comfy, wonderful garment for me to wear. So I have finished crocheting the top, which I bought the yarn for out of my some birthday money I'd been sent by my in-laws. So I did that, and now I have fabric sitting behind you, cut into strips and partially sewn together to make the skirt. So I would like to finish that as well by the end of the week, and then I'll have another new outfit to add to my wardrobe. And while it is going to be gray and pinks and kind of Valentine-y, I'm not tiny, but the dress will be Valentine-y, but it will be something I can still wear like whenever, and it's not going to be like, hey look, those are jack-o'-lanterns on your skirt, like my my Halloween one, which I don't know if that'll stop me from wearing it when the weather gets a little warmer, because the Halloween one I made is like has no sleeves, so I can't wear it over a shirt, but it's just not the same. It's not the same. And this one is short-sleeved as well, but it's a little bit more full coverage. So anyways, you'll see it when it's done. I've got to finish it so that you can see it. That is everything. I hope that you will take a moment to look at the week past and see what you did or did not complete and what worked for you, and then use that to make some very specific goals for your week to come. Remember, do not make too many goals, because when we make too many goals, we do not meet them, and then we feel failure, and failure feels bad. And the goal of crafting is to feel good. So make small, immediately measurable goals, and then you can feel good about it and enjoy your crafts, because we're here to play. That's what we need to do. We need to look at it as a fun act of play. And I will see you all next time. Bye!